Hello, my name is Neliana Serufa. My student number is 11 2019 02046. Today I want to tell you about my proposal presentation. The title is A Contrastive Analysis Between English and Indonesian in Flight Attendant Announcement. Background of the study. Contrastive analysis is the systematic study of a pair of language with a view to identifying their structural differences and similarities. Historically, it has been used to establish language genealogies. Contrastive analysis has become very popular in the study of language learning since Robert Lado, 1957, stressed the importance of contrasting an NL and a TL in his book Linguistics Across Cultures. In line with this phrase, as quote by Lim Kite-Boy, 1975. In aviation, domestic flight attendants must be able to communicate smoothly with passengers in English and Indonesian. A flight attendant's duties include taking care of passengers and taking care of their needs, comfort, and safety during flight. A good flight attendant ensures smooth operation and safety as well as passengers' comfort. Flight attendants must reassure all passengers about flight issues such as turbulence, bad weather, panic, and hijacking. Due to the factor of human imperfection, it is not easy for flight attendants to do everything perfectly at any time. Since the passengers are not only Indonesians, but also foreigners, the flight attendants' announcements are written in English and Indonesian. During the translation process, translators face some difficulties in translating a message from the source language to the target language. To solve these problems, CA can help to classify errors, to predict errors, and how to avoid errors under analysis. There are 5 steps to compare or contrast the aspect in contrastive analysis. Step 1 is selection. I choose a contrastive analysis between English and Indonesian flight attendants announcement, and I found the set of corpus data. In English, please keep your seat belt fastened while seated. And in Indonesian, kami mohon Anda tetap mengenakan sabuk pengaman selama Anda duduk. Step 2 description. In English, 1. An imperative sentences, there is an object. 2. Use imperative word, please. In Indonesian, 1. An imperative sentences, there is an object. 2. Use imperative word, mohon. 3. It has subject, kami. Step 3 comparison. From the description on English and Indonesian corpus data, we can compare the corpus data and find out the similarities that 1. Both the English and Indonesian sentences are imperative as they have objects, and 2. Both English and Indonesian sentences are using imperative words. There is please in English and there is mohon in Indonesian. These are the similarities. Now we are coming to the differences. The English sentences not use subject, while the Indonesian sentences uses subject kami. That is the differences between the English and Indonesian sentences. Step 4 prediction. Based on the results of comparison between the corpus data on English and Indonesian sentences in the imperative word, there are 2 similarities and 1 difference. So, there is probably a learning or translating problem for Indonesian learners because of this difference. Step 5 verification. As there is a difference between English and Indonesian sentence, when translating the Indonesian sentence, kami mohon Anda tetap mengenakan sabuk pengaman selama Anda duduk. Indonesian learners may make a mistake because of the reduction in the translation into English to make it more effective and grammarly. Limitation of the study. First, the similarities between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement. 2. The differences between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement. 3. The predictions on learning or translating problems based on the differences between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement. Research questions. 1. What are the similarities between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement? 2. What are the differences between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement? 3. How do we predict the learning or translating problems based on the differences between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement? Objectives of the research. 1. To find out the similarities between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement. 2. To find out the differences between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement. 3. To predict the learning or translating problems based on the differences between English noun phrases and their Indonesian equivalents in the flight attendant announcement. Okay, I think that's all of my presentation. Thank you for watching. Bye!